Welcome back to our channel. Our topic for today is The Pickwick Papers written by Charles Dickens. These are the some main characters of the story. Mr. Pickwick lives in a clean and quiet apartment on Goswell Street. His rooms are small but comfortable. He spends most of his time observing people and their behavior from his windows. One day, Mr. Pickwick tells Mrs. Bardell that he has made an important decision. His way of bushing around the subject leads Mrs. Bardell to misunderstand that he is proposing for marriage. She flings her arms around his neck and faints with tearful joy. At that exact moment, Mr. Pickwick's friends walk in and see her in his arms. They all misunderstand the situation and assume something romantic is going on. Mrs. Bardell is taken away by her son. Mr. Pickwick is left shocked and confused, not realizing what went wrong. Later, Mr. Pickwick hires a man named Sam Weller to be his servant. Sam is clever and funny, and he quickly agrees to the job. He gets a new outfit and prepares to travel with Mr. Pickwick and his friends. The hiring of Sam was the important decision that he wanted to tell her. As they leave for their journey, Sam jokingly says he doesn't know what he looks like, a footman, a groom, a gamekeeper, or something else, but he's happy to join the Pickwick group and see the world. Sam received a call from the post office regarding a letter addressed to Mr. Pickwick. Upon reading it, Mr. Pickwick was shocked to discover that the letter was from the court. It informed him that a case had been filed against him by Mrs. Bardell for breach of promise of marriage. She claimed damages amounting to £1,500, and the notice was sent by the Dodson and Fogg. Mr. Pickwick could not believe that Mrs. Bardell would take such a step against him. Determined to resolve the matter, he decided to visit Dodson and Fogg's office in London. On the 14th of February, Mr. Snodgrass and Mr. Perker expressed hope that the judge had a good breakfast, implying that he would be in a better mood and more likely to decide in favor of the defendant. In the courtroom, the Pickwickians, the lawyers, and the spectators were all present. Mrs. Bardell, supported by Mrs. Clippins and others, put on a display of misery and wore a deeply sympathetic expression, as if performing a small charade to gain the court's sympathy. Mr. Busfuz, the prosecuting attorney, began with Mr. Bardell's dismissal story, and then explained Mrs. Bardell's intention on the phrase, apartment furnished for single gentlemen. He portrayed Mrs. Bardell as innocent and sincere, while painting Mr. Pickwick as deceitful and villainous. Arguments 1. For 2 years, Mr. Pickwick lived continuously in Mrs. Bardell's house, where she took good care of him. On several occasions, Mr. Pickwick gave halfpence and sixpence to her young son. One day, he even asked the boy, "How would you like to have another father?" Though, when Mr. Pickwick returned from the countryside, he allegedly offered marriage to Mrs. Bardell, taking special care to ensure there were no witnesses to the conversation. However, the situation can be supported by the testimony of his own 3 friends, who unexpectedly walked in and found Mrs. Bardell in his arms. Teen. After this, Sergeant Busfuz placed a suspicious interpretation on Mr. Pickwick's casual notes to Mrs. Bardell. He mentioned that there were 2 letters exchanged between them, and claimed that these letters could easily mislead a third party who might come across them, suggesting they hinted at a romantic relationship. 4. Sergeant Busfuz then called another witness to the stand, Mrs. Clippins. She claimed to have overheard the conversation in which Mr. Pickwick allegedly proposed to Mrs. Bardell. 5. Mr. Winkle, though a friend of Mr. Pickwick, was badgered into confusion by the prosecution and ended up giving damaging evidence. He admitted that although he didn't personally know Mrs. Bardell, he had seen her many times when visiting Mr. Pickwick. He recalled seeing them hugging on one occasion and hearing some words spoken by Mr. Pickwick. During cross-examination by the defense lawyer, Mr. Winkle muttered a few unclear words, which Sergeant Busfuz insisted on having repeated. This led to the revelation that Mr. Pickwick was once found in Mrs. Bardell's sleeping apartment at night, further strengthening the prosecution's case. 6. Mr. Tupman and Mr. Snodgrass were called to the witness box to give testimony in support of their friend, Mr. Pickwick. Then, Mrs. Sanders was called as a witness. She was examined by Sergeant Busfuz and later cross-examined by Mr. Perker. Her testimony, along with that of other neighbors, indicated that they all believed Mr. Pickwick intended to marry Mrs. Bardell. 7. Finally, Sam Weller was called to the witness box to give his testimony. He stated that he saw nothing at the time of the incident, as he was standing in the passage. He also mentioned that he had once gone to Mrs. Bardell's house to pay the rent, where he saw the 2 lawyers, Dodson and Fogg. Sergeant Snubben addressed the court on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Pickwick. He attempted to refute the objections raised regarding the letters and worked to defend Mr. Pickwick's character. After the case was summed up, the jury found Mr. Pickwick guilty and set the damages at £750. In response, Mr. Pickwick firmly declared that he would rather go to debtor's prison than pay the amount. These are some important 2 marks questions which can be asked. Thank you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more legal insights. See you in the next one.